Welcome again. It's another interview. Right now, I'm with the leader of the EFF, is the current SRC PMC, campus SRC, right?
Yes.
Well, can you introduce yourself? What's your name?
Thank you very much. My name is Kaltego. Most of the people they know me as I'm the current PMC of TUT Marathon Campus 2020-2021. Thank you.
Okay. You are deployed by.
I'm deployed by the EFF Students Command.
Okay.
Yes.
So now I'm going to have two questions for you. You can answer in your own native language, but you can use the language that you want, right?
Yes.
Alright. So just to continue. So going to the manifesto yesterday that happened, there were some fights that happened there. Like, just tell me about your manifesto as the EFF student command.
First and foremost, let me say that I salute all the students that made it to the manifesto yesterday. Salutations from the students from all structures. It is unfortunate that the manifesto did not end as planned. But then from the EFF Students Command, I just want to salute the leadership of the EFF Students Command in the way that they've handled the situation. You can see by the videos that are going all over that the EFF Student Command leaders were not involved in any fight. But I can say, that thing was supposed to be avoided from the first place. So I can say even the facilitators, they failed to arrange that thing from the first place because it was something that was supposed to be avoided. It can't be we are having a manifesto, but then we are allowing structures to bring people from outside. It can't be yesterday we had students from Kangala, students from Pondo, while it is a manifesto of TUT. I can say they are the ones that started the fight because they don't know the policies of the university. If it was only the students of TUT Marathon campus, it was going to be proper and no one was going to fight anyone. So first and foremost, I can blame the university or I can blame the facilitators of yesterday's manifesto because they should have managed this thing and say that each and every structure must bring a certain number of students to campus, or each and every structure must bring maybe 20 and they must come with maybe the student card or something to avoid outsiders to enter in there. That's what I can say. If there is any students that was hurt from what happened yesterday, from the EFF Students Command, we want to apologize for that. And we are saying that they must recover if maybe Bafobeti too much. Thank you.
Okay, so right now, can you just brief me about your manifesto as the EFF Student Command? Like, what are you promising the students in this current elections?
Thank you very much. What I can say is that the manifesto is not the manifesto of the EFF Students Command because there was a communique that was released by the chairperson and the secretary of Thomas Sankara branch TUT Marathon campus, where they were saying that every student must have an input on the manifesto. So what was happening basically before the manifesto is that we're going door to door asking students who could see what must be changed in TUT Marathon campus, what must be implemented. So what I can say is that we never had a meeting as the members of the EFF Students Command and decided as leaders, this is what must be implemented in TUT. But then it is the manifesto of the students of TUT Marathon campus. So some of the things that I'm going to name here are the things that we got from the ground because we are not representing ourselves, we are representing the students. We need to listen to them, we need to get it from them. What is that thing that needs to be changed? The one thing that was highlighted in the manifesto is the issue of high pricing of accommodation. We are aware of the 50,000 and the 51,000 that is currently happening in the two buildings that are accredited and leased by TUT. So the students are not fine with that thing. It was highlighted in yesterday's manifesto to say that the fees of accommodation are very high. They don't even meet the services that we are getting. You can't be paying 51,000 in Corridor Hill while you are subjected to poor services. It can't be. I think that was number one that was highlighted in the manifesto. I don't know, I must cover almost everything. Or
yeah, but please just be brief. Can you cover everything that is important? Please be brief because okay,
thank you very much. Another thing that was highlighted is the issue of exclusion. to say that the exclusion policy is there. We cannot say exclusion is transferred by inclusion because it is not the rule of duty, but then it's the rule of DI. But then what we can do, we can increase mentors in campus. We can have many student tutors. Even the residences can contribute towards lessening this thing, exclusion, by giving ama mentor, residents. Ama resafana ne corridor, they need to have mentors. Ama resafana ne college, they need to have mentors. I wonder if you can check how Mabaling is doing things and how these other residents are doing things. You can see it's quite different. And if you can check the student that are excluded from that resident and the student that are excluded from these other residents, it is different because in that side, the management or the residence itself is contributing towards academic excellence of the students that are residing there. So we are saying that, and we are promising that when we are in the position of power, we are going to make sure that we have many mentors, we have many tutors in residences and even in campus. And another thing that was highlighted is this thing of insourcement of securities. Our securities must be insourced. You need to remember, before you are a student, you are the member of the community, and after you are done here, you are going to go back to the community. So our securities that are working at campus, they need to work for the university. They must not work for a certain private company. And another thing was the issue of Wi-Fi in campus and in residence. To say that we are going to make sure the Wi-Fi is strong. Another thing is this thing, cafeteria. The cafeteria must not be run by someone from outside. Cafeteria run students, because we believe my students are the major stakeholders of the university and the residences where they are residing. It can be when we have students who are doing business management, but then they are not allowed to run cafeterias or small things in residences and in campus. So we are going to ensure the cafeteria at campus, students, the cafeteria in residences, students, because they are being taught entrepreneurship and these things. They need to practice them while they are still at school. So I can say it is some of the things that were highlighted in yesterday's manifesto. Because of time, I won't go deep.
Okay, thank you very much. Going to the issue of residences, we highlighted about residences. Right now we have about how many residences in TUT Malaysia? How many residences?
I think we have 5. Mabaleng, Kali, Chumakoti, and Koru is 5.
It's 5, right?
Yes.
Yes, so you arrived here in 2019, you have resided in which residence have you resided in?
In 2019, I was staying in Kali from January to June. Then the same 2019, I went to Makoti. 2020, I stayed in Makoti. Then 2021, I'm here.
Okay, so you have experience with these residences, some of these residences, right?
Exactly.
What was your experience in Kali?
My experience in Kali, truly speaking, not shying away from the truth, I can say Kali is the only, or it was the only residence by that time that was able to give you something that is called Iris life. Because in Kali, you easily associate yourself with people. In Kali, by that time, they were empowering students. In those offices, our students, they were working there. So Kali, there were activities whereby you are able to see network and our students. So it is one of the residences, like by that time. I don't know by now, but then by that time, it was one of the best residences.
Okay, so with Makoti, what is your experience in?
Makoti, I can say people are, our students, this is the honest truth, they are going to Makoti because at Makoti there is freedom. At Makoti there is only one security. You enter, even now when I want to enter, I can go there and enter. You don't sign anything, you don't do anything. That's one thing that our students like about Makoti. Now it is not a proper residence because even the services that our students are getting there, they are very poor. The bus can stop at any time. The laundry is dysfunctional, but then the Wi-Fi is strong. I can say this is one of the things my students are here. Even the cafeteria there, it is not working. Now I was only going to Makoti because I wanted that freedom, and by that time I was still a first year, so I wanted that freedom. Because at Kali we used to do these things of roll call and all those things, so that's why I went to Makoti. Makoti can give you freedom, but then at some point it does not promote academic excellence.
So right now you are residing at Corridor Hill, right?
Yes.
This is Corridor Hill.
Yes.
So what has been your experience here?
What I can say, Corridor Hill is also one of the best residences. the problem about Corridor Hill is that they are not empowering students. Remember, our university motto, we empower students, we empower our people. So we are also appealing to the management of Corridor Hill to empower our students. It is one of the best residences. We need to have activities in Corridor Hill. We need to have our competition in Corridor Hill. We need to have a talent show in Corridor Hill that are provided by the management. The one is one of the best residences. It's just that they need to improve their management skill. Even people that are in management, they need to be. This building is big for says Fortunate alone. So she's doing all her best, but then it is too much for her, I can say. So they must increase management. The residents must have the eye center. The residents must have students who are working all around here. Now when you enter here in Kuruhi, we are on COVID now. Moms, they are working, I can say they are working overload. They make sure Rama students mask and all those things. Those things must be done by a COVID-19 tax team, that which is going to be paid by the residents. So we need students, monitor, or my students are wearing mask, the sanitizer, the sharp, and all those things. Not moms. Moms, they are doing enough. So we are also appealing to the management of this place, say that they need to empower students, because your is the best residents. Just that about empowering students.
Okay. Right now, there was an incident of a student passing away in this residence. So I just want to find out from you that, and what could be done to prevent those kind of situations, because I think it's heartbreaking to have a student who passes away in a university environment.
Yes, it is very tough, and even today we are still saying, well, let the spirit of Tatu rest in peace, continue to rest in peace. What I can say, there is no hard thing to protect Tabatu against each other. I wonder if now I'm staying in corridor, you are also staying in corridor, and now when we are fighting in our home, it is going to be hard for the management to protect us from each other. I wonder if these incidences were happening, it was going to be bad. We are having many incidences in Corridor Hill whereby people who are staying in the same unit, they are stepping each other, roommates are stepping each other. So what I can say, we need the activities that I was highlighting. They must keep our students busy in order for them to avoid these things, because our students are not busy with anything.
Okay, we just had a technical problem, but we'll continue. We were just on the issue of student killing each other and fighting each other. Can you please continue with what you were saying?
Yeah, just to conclude, what I was saying is that they need to have our activities and keep our students busy. That one is very much important, because, like I said before, it is very hard to protect people from each other. It is very hard to protect our student from our student. You can say the management must just have our activities.
Okay, so coming to, we are going to elections right now. There's an online election happening. I think the elections are going to be on the 14th. So, aren't you afraid that some other parties that are maybe well-funded, they can buy votes? Since, well, we are going to be voting through our mobile phone. Right now, I can just give you my phone and say, and give you my student number, then you can vote, right? Yes. So, aren't you a bit anxious about people that, or structures that can be able to buy votes?
What I can say, but then they assured us each and every student will be sent a link on their phone and the OTP. Meaning, now I have to go for myself. The phone that I used to register is the one link. But then in terms of buying foods, it might happen. But then what I can say, this company, it is very big and it's about so they won't risk doing that, I can say. They won't risk doing that. But then what's wrong with
Thank you very much. Right now I'm going to go to my second last question, okay, which is, I just need a statement from you. What? We have a new campus director in the magazine. The previous campus director
Thank you very much. Doctor, I think Doctor is a very good campus rector because I've been in quite several meetings with him. So I think he's one of those people who learn to improve my students at UTM campus because I've been meeting him several. So what I can say to him, my student, our learning after this course, our try the surrounding companies, the internship, leadership. That is number one. Because it can't be we have a student from KZN who finishes a course, then who are back out. So they need to empower our students to learn at UTM campus. And even each and every project that is happening at campus, they need to hire the students of UTM campus. If there's going to be a project, electricity, we have students that are doing electrical engineering. I think there must be placed there. So one thing you're doing is to empower the students of UTM campus. That's the only thing.
Okay, coming to my last question. We are now on online learning because of COVID-19.
Yes.
So what has been the negatives and the positives of online learning? And what do you think they can be improving concerning online learning?
I think the negative impact of online learning is to students who don't have funding or students who don't have NSFAS, because NSFAS as a then by duality. So those students did not have AMA learning material from before, and we will require AMA laptop, AMA tablet to complete AMA online activities, online tests and all these things. So I can say a disadvantage is it was for the students who don't have AMA study materials, because even the library at some point it was not operating, the hours were limited, you have to go to campus with a permit, so it was a disadvantage to those students. So to those who received their book allowances or their learning material allowances, I think it was an advantage to them, because we can't shy away from the fact that we are in the fourth industrial revolution. So, and we are also the University of Technology, so we have to adapt to this new thing and get used to it. So I cannot say it was a disadvantage to those who have funding, to those who have learning materials and all those things. I think they have adapted to it because they are the students of TUT, and TUT is one University of Technology. So we embrace technology.
Okay, so you are in current SRC right now. So how has been your experience in the SRC currently? Since you are just ending your term, I think probably next month.
Yes, I think we are left with 20 days now. Our term ends on the 30th.
It's
So my experience in the SRC, I just want to say leading with President Tepo and the Nobel deployed by DA. So I think it was one of the best things, because we are from different structures, but then we are hardly fighting in office. We are not fighting against each other, but we are fighting for our issues, our students who are resolved. So it was one of the best experiences, even Mr. Komba and Mr. Malanga by your side. It is one of the best. It is one of the best I can see. So there's nothing and to the incoming SRC, what I can say, even if they are from different structures, they need to be united, and they need to understand each and every office needs each other in order for them to serve our students. That's what I can say.
Okay, so we always hear about student leaders or SRC selling students to gain money or whatsoever. So what can you say about that? Like, is it true, or what happens in those kind of scenarios?
In the leadership of COVID, can tell you, it is very hard now. Number one, I think this thing of selling students was starting from registration, going to freshers and all those things. Now, when you go to office, now COVID. So this thing of selling students for money, it is not there. I can tell it is not there. Maybe by that time, but then from last year going there, got a COVID talk, everything I want.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. It has been a good interview. Thank you very much.
No, I'm going to